bunch. I was like, all right, I'm done.
He
But
caught some pretty clean kills in there too.
yeah, yeah, he caught me. Like
I was
something he
impressed.
never ever does is go after grapple hook off the bottom. It's like, good,
Yeah,
he's improving. He
yeah,
actually wants to improve, and that's what we like because even if big bracket, small bracket doesn't matter, as long as people are like motivated to play, that's what matters.
yeah.
Like we'll grow together, we'll improve together. So, but looks like we're gonna be starting things off here. Game one. This is one that's happened quite a bit. We're gonna get not Daquan is Sice versus Retro. And we start things off here immediately with a 35 damage combo. That's something. Look, Reindog's be trying to act like his character got nothing. Right now, they do have some loops. It's not the strongest character in the world, but they have consistent damage they can put on. And knockouts off stage are their big forte. It's exactly what he's going to do as he hit him with that projectile. The first one made him go low, and he was basically forced to have to guess to try and get around that.
You covered all the options right there.
Option coverage really is the name of the game when it comes to that. Actually, the name of this game, period. Like, there's no blocking, there's no shielding straight up or anything. So you have to do things like force these slows so you can stop those jump cancels. And Sice can also down there pretty easy. I'm surprised. Look,
That was really close.
that move dumb strong. I thought that was gonna connect on him down there.
Missed him like an inch away from his nose.
I like how Sice isn't instantly committing now to these up specials right away now, because usually he would just go for it like immediately, like let me try to go for the 50-50, but there's so much mobility on Reindog sometimes when they use that jump cancel up special they could get away. That being said though, he used a lot of defensive resources before he got hit by that.
Yeah.
He 42 for that, and if Sice read that correctly, which he has tried to do, sometimes you can knock somebody out at that 42. They go for these charge up attacks, kind of having a bit of a struggle here touching the ground for sure. Well, let's see what happens post this kind of rough situation, so to speak, that Sice has been put into, where he's at 123. He's lucky he went high that time. Josh didn't read it. Down attack out. Wow, down attack outright is just gonna knock out.
Game. 3 stocks already.
Definitely looking a lot different compared to last week, because the first week it was double elimination, or the first time they played double elimination from Retro. Last week, Sice beat Retro. Retro said that he was playing his best, and Sice, he adjusted. This time, it looks like Sice is getting adjusted on hard because Retro's refusing to, Retro's refusing to put him down. I just realized this is both our cousins, like going out to. We have like
really?
family bouts repeatedly, and me and you constantly fight each other. These two fight each other a bunch now.
Oh my god.
We all family out here. Right now we're watching an absolute family beatdown. Chasing him with the knee. This is still very doable for Sice. I want to make that clear to chat and everybody watching, because like Shaggy can knock you out at 30 off the top. So you can't stay comfy with this lead. That being said though, is definitely looking pretty comfortable for Retro right now.
Yeah, very comfortable for Retro.
I feel like I can feel despair for you watching Sice like getting juggled. This is my boy. What did they do to my boy? Meanwhile, I'm over here feeling despair for him too, because I've been on the receiving end of this as well. Crossing up, I don't think he meant to go for that cross up. Doesn't matter though. Finds him with the down air. And instant ban.
So aggressive with the neutral this game.
I don't disagree with it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, man.
Yeah. I feel like that's the big difference between
Shaggy.
this week and last week. I feel like last week he tried to zone a little bit more. This week
I
he's
felt
a
like he
little
played
more
scared
aggressive
last week.
with- Yeah.
I think that's the best way to put it. I feel like he played very scared last week. To be fair, that kind of happens to all of us. I mean, we've had a lot of back and forths with everybody. Like, I haven't had my run back with Sice yet, but when I ran back on him, I kind of kept him hard. I know for a fact that when we go against each other again, he's got a lot of preparations ready for me to like probably scrape me this time, but that's causing a lot of leveling up. Retro. Look at that! Look at that face! Look at that face on the left there. He looking at the controller, waiting to see what you're doing. He's like, yo, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Sice? Ain't nothing gonna change your fate, man. Ain't nothing gonna change your misfortunes of you holding this L right now. But Sice is also like, whenever he's in match, he's super calm. But whenever he's playing like off of friendlies and stuff, he's the goofiest dude. It's so funny. We've seen a lot of cromulence today. We have 2 bans today, and we're still going here often.
Oh, I actually didn't know we had 2 bans.
We have 2 bans now, yes. So instead of the 1, we switched it to 2 because we realized it's kind of similar to standard style format stuff.
Awesome.
We obviously don't play on Scoobies for 1s at the moment because it's a little bit too chaotic.
Yeah.
No. But
Sice taking back the lead on this one.
Yeah, so it helps to a degree, but as I learned as well, Reindog is really good here. If you do not have the projectile block perk, you're going to be volleyed off this wall a bunch. He's lucky that he got sent inward and he was too close to go for an attack, because if he gets any of those projectiles, you're going to bounce off like 3 to 4 times before that thing breaks.
I'm starting to think that Sice throws his first game.
To a small degree, sometimes it does feel like that as he finds that first knockout. Like I think it's just him readjusting to what's going on. But for Sice, you know, he's actually doing pretty good. He had the read there.
Yeah.
He was just out of position, so Retro ended up with the punish.
Yeah, that was nice exchange. Retro using these down airs to keep his space out of those combos and still get a hit in.
Yeah, that up air is easily, like, when you look at all the moves on Reindog's kit, that up air definitely being the weakest one because it doesn't connect sometimes. So that kind of allowed Sice to reset. But see here, he has the projectile block perk on, so he's not getting re-volleyed off the wall. That matters so much because that would have guaranteed that this stage could have been really good for Retro, and now it's kind of actually looking a little bit better for Sice.
Yes. So even stage.
Yeah, I'm glad he helped. So if you don't DI in to try and get the stage bounce there, you go away. Notice how Sice stopped the way he was doing because he assumed that down attack was just going to knock him out, but he bounced off the floor instead.
Okay, nice.
That might do it. Okay, a little bit too low. Yeah, you want to think about all the options, like you said, option coverage. But sometimes the outright down attack might just be it. You don't want to hit someone and take away that knockout potential by sending him in a different direction. I think that's where Sice got caught off guard. But he still got him at 123. Like a straight up special should knock him out here, but I think Retro's looking for a gimp. Like
yeah,
he could do it.
Way to camp and find his opening, start those combos up.
And it's working. I mean, this is where the stage benefits Reindog pretty well too, because you have your reactions to be able to move are not very easy. But he read that fireball instantly and found that down air and sends him packing off the top.
Sice just waiting to use that ultra instinct.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. Like, look, hold that rage as much as possible. That shockwave, it sends really far, too. But for Retro, he's looking for, like, I think a dodge read. Either way, though, he's got him in the right spot, but he didn't go for, I thought he was going to go for down attack, reading that, to go for the armor break to beat that side special.
Oh, because that does break armor.
Yeah. So that'll stop that flying side special with the rage. It looked like he was lining up for it, but I just don't think he believed it hard enough. That being said, he's not gone. He's not going. I thought that was going to do it. Shaggy too heavy. All right, there we go. Finally. I thought he was not going to go away on that, bro. Like, Shaggy. Yeah, the Scooby snacks are shitting somewhere. That's all we got to say. All right, though. Retro using a lot of defensive resources, and if that was frames earlier, literal frames, that down attack would have knocked him out.
Such a great exchange from these two players.
Yeah, this is going very solidly right now.
Retro almost keeping it even.
He's dipping around as much as possible. Like he's doing his best to keep not lose this game, because this game was Sice's up until the point where the sides got knocked off.
Yeah.
And that's where we were saying that it might be a little bit more beneficial. Might be more beneficial. He wanted that early dodge, and he wanted that downer. Oh my God, that downer didn't connect. Falls out of the up air. He gets hit by the late hit of side special though. That was lined up to hit that up special. Yeah. Retro is going crazy right now. But this is also like jab into up special, Daquan, and he's gone. He burned it though. He goes for that so often. Oh my God, the assist. Is that gonna knock out? No. Oh, he dodges to that one too. Oh. Downer's not gonna do it though. Shaggy very heavy. Trying to find him on the downer in center stage. He's not gonna line him up. Sice is trying to catch him panicking so bad. Oh, oh, oh!
Did he cancel it?
Oh, he catches him with the downer at the end. Oh my goodness. That was insane. That was such a good game too. That's not gonna be. That's not gonna. Stop it there. We're gonna get a game 3. What an insane game. Almost thrown. I won't even say thrown away. I'd say it's like almost lost by what was a pretty solid lead from Sice at the beginning.
Yeah. Retro bring the lead back, but that off-stage pressure was able to keep Retro out enough to get that stop.
Yeah, let's see if he can repeat that success here. We're going to see Sky Arena Triplats. That is interesting. So one thing that does happen here is that the wall bounces on the sides of the platforms to mess with projectiles. So I think that Retro's going to be looking to do that to help cover center stage more. Like he tried to do it instantly. Yeah. But this is also a much bigger stage. So it's going to give him some more survivability. He's not going to be knocked off the top as easy. Yeah, way taller. as I have learned with, yeah, see right there on other stages, you might be taking a guess if you're going to lose your stock. Here, you're more inclined to have to take a read now instead of getting knocked off the top.
Yeah, for sure.
I actually kind of like the platform movement that it becomes enabled for Reindog here too, because you could go onto those, use the up special cancels, and you could also put projectiles out while covering with the massive hits of like your down air and your down attack to like hit through too, which is kind of what he's doing right now, hovering around that so he could dip away if he needs to.
Yeah, that down air is like just about the height of the platform to the ground.
Yeah.
It literally covers just about everything if you're under there. You're forced to dodge.
And yeah, see, right there, on another stage, I would have also been second-guessing, is he possibly going to get knocked out to this? But this blast zone here is big. So if you are struggling with staying alive, and you can you primarily get knockouts off the bottom or the sides, this is definitely a good counter pick for you.
Yes, for sure.
I like what Sice is still doing, though. Like, he's hovering right in retro space while not getting, like, reckless. I don't know about hitting with that up air. I think that down air might have actually just did it, maybe, but the up air taking away some of that knockback there. Ooh, this is so close. This is literally as even as you can get. It's 148 each. Now that one of them getting hit, down air is gonna do it. Yes, it's gonna take him out off the top. Sice striking first, getting the lead.
Let's see how he keeps this lead now.
That key is to see if he can hold on to it for as long as possible. That is the key factor here for Sice. We'll find out if that's going to matter momentarily.
The down special to get the weaken stack. The shockwave.
Yeah, I mean, like, the fact that he could put on so many, and now look at this. Now, this is where things can get a little bit rough for Retro, because he wants to find downers off the top, right? He's not going to get knocked out as easy, so you need to find a knockout on the side, and I think Sice is kind of playing to play in center. It's like, look, this is a borrowed time. That downer will do it. At 183, you would hope that's still going to knock out. Pretty much even. This is actually as dead even as possible. We're also approaching like 4 minutes 30 seconds. Like that's how defensive they've been off the start here.
Got some very expert dodge dancing going on.
Yep. And did you see how that one of those projectiles, by the way, bounced off the wall?
Didn't even make it to the other side of the map because of it.
Yep, completely invalidated. So you have to be careful. Like that's the exchange you get. You get different landing options while tossing away the potential of some of your zoning. Dropping it with that side air, sending him over. Ooh, big read.
Good read.
Wow, my goodness. Like, when he goes for those often, and when they land, you just feel dumb. It's like, okay, I guess you did see that coming a mile away. Like, he's literally getting ready to, like pounce on you like a cat. Like, I know that's a dog, but just the way that Reindog just, like, shimmies ready to go. But these flying side special, though, are so good. It's very similar to the sidekick from Shaggy where it covers and drifts down.
Yeah.
I think Sice is playing really good away from those, because that's usually where Retro finds a lot of his openers.
Yes, sure. It's crazy how Sice is starting to avoid the projectiles even though he has the shield.
Yeah, like he said, that's huge because that lets you get that refresh so you could go in later. Because if you can, and once that's up, that's a guaranteed charge. He burns that early though, not going to get the bounce off because like the really good DI. I think that Retro might be playing with Taz trigonometry. Because it definitely looks like it, the way that he's been flying away from some of these downers. Because that's usually pretty easy to link up into an up special.
Sounds like a good explanation.
Sounds like a good perk to be using against Shaggy for sure.
Yeah.
Now that's on attack decay. That's where you can feel a little bit more comfortable. Because if these downers aren't going to be what are getting the knockout, this lets you push. See how much more aggressive he's gotten now since that downer has gone on attack decay?
Yeah. And still not going to do it on the platform, too.
Oh, that's going to do it, though. Oh, okay. Uppercut's going to find it. 140 on Sice, though. So this is not too far off from Retro getting the knockout, but Sice is playing really solidly.
Combo for him to get the attack decay off that down there.
That's true.
The only thing that's opening him up right now.
That's true. Yeah. That nair helps a lot, and also like getting the follow-ups. But yeah, 153 does a free rage charge and a free crystal break.
Yeah. Yeah, some aggression towards that crystal.
This is scary. Oh, yeah. Dude, this is also really scary right now. He has got 5 weakness stacks on him. He can't afford to take it down air or an uppercut. And Sice has a huge lead now. This is where it looks like it's starting to, like, dip away. That's not going to be enough. But if... Oh, no. Another one. Oh, my God. He gets the down air, though. Retro puts himself back in the game. But this is a massive lead right now for Sice. If he comes back from this, that's crazy. Like, This is such a this is such a scary spot to be against Shaggy.
You might have to lay some firewalls.
Yeah, put up as much damage as you can. And once again, good DI going off to the left. You can't afford to take much more of those, though. And he ran right in.
And he's taking him to that firewall. Oh, couldn't get him over there.
Yeah, 45 damage on him. Sending as many out and was bouncing off the walls. He's trying to zone it. Like, I think he's just trying to, like, read where Sice is going to go in. And he keeps reacting to those. I think he's only been hit by one so far. Bouncing off the walls. Sice just, like, using the stage to his advantage, dude. They're going, like, look, I'm not going to engage with you. I have a huge lead. You have to come to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's 1 minute left. You're going to be forced to approach me. That being said, though, he finally approaches. And look at the damage that Retro's put on.
Oh, it's almost even now.
It's 110. Rage is on, though. You need to get him to burn that. Like, he's been burning it kind of recklessly sometimes. I think Sice is trying to, like...
50 seconds left.
Oh, my God. 50 seconds. Remember, at the end, it'll be based on damage. So, if Sice gets caught by any of these, his defense has been good. He rolls in.
Oh, no.
10 damage difference. 39 seconds on the clock. This could be, like, the first timeout we've had.
Okay.
Down air's not going to be enough, but that sends a huge difference now. Retro's forced to have to approach. He's got 30 seconds.
29.
Oh, he falls out of the up air again. Oh, gets him. Gets away. Gets away to the down air. Retro has the life lead now.
Retro has the lead. 20 seconds left. Oh, my goodness.
This is not a huge lead, though. Not a massive lead. It's only 17 seconds
air,
left.
could do it,
Retro just needs to be very careful about how he approaches. Send him far away. 10 seconds left. 9 seconds. He gets him with the down special finally, though, sending him off the top. And that's going to be Sice taking it in one of the most ridiculous matches we have seen yet on stream.
6 minutes and 51 seconds.
That's crazy, man. We have never had anything go to near time here. And it finally did because it's so scary in that spot to commit. But Sice gets the dub again, taking out Retro again. And he's going to have a matchup against Zoo later, potentially, if he does not go down to Pauly. Speaking of which, we're going to go get that match ready. So I'm going to let them know. I'm going to let Retro and Eric know that they can play off stream.
All right. Way to go to both players. Yeah. Way to go for adjusting on both sides. Like, Retro got much better in that matchup and did some really good stuff on the neutral. Sice, man, after that first match, I didn't know where it was going to go, but he adjusted and it changed the game, you know what I mean? Great stuff by both players. Can't wait to see more from y'all. AJX is out there getting everything ready. This is Daquan over here. Not much of a commentator, so